everyone here that's representing a press or the other. Torilo was started by a group of Nigerians as of 2012. And the goal really was to do something meaningful, do something impactful for the country and for Africa as a whole, but we started with Nigeria. And when we launched around 5 years ago, we started with a tool called IQ for Schools. It was a school management system, right? And the goal was really to help manage the end-to-end process of school management. We've been keen on businesses from the get-go. We've been keen on optimizing processes, right? Just like our tagline says, we simplify, we optimize, and we hope to grow businesses by doing this process. IQ is picking up quite well. And sometimes 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, thereabouts, we also launched Torilo Academy, arguably one of the best tech academies in Lagos. Torilo Academy basically equips young people or potential tech talent and trains them with the skills required to enter the tech industry. So far, we've trained about close to 300 graduates, with some of our students working in places like Union Bank, Patricia, and a few other startups, right? And it's something that I'm very, very proud of. Over the years, we've always had this dream to look beyond impacting the young ones, which most of us are represented here. I'm one of them as well. Right? We've always looked at businesses and how we can grow businesses better, right? Some of us already know here. Nigeria has one of the biggest population in Africa, right? And there's projection that by 2030 thereabouts, our youth population alone is going to be about 30% of the entire population in Africa and whatnot. But what's interesting to note is 1, our resilience, 2, our resourcefulness, and 3, our creativity. We've always asked ourselves how we can help businesses make better outputs. We've always asked ourselves how we can aid entrepreneurs, how we can aid the freelancers, how we can aid the struggling businesses. We take experiences ourselves work into the country. And we've seen some of these things and we've always documented them and we've always had the dream and we've always had the hope that one day we would be able to plug this gap and create better outputs, right? And so BizEdge really wasn't even in BizEdge. It wasn't BizEdge at the point. It was just a problem we had in our head and we were looking for a solution for. It was a problem we saw everywhere we went to. It was a problem of paperwork everywhere. It was a problem of, I don't know how much I made the last month. It was a problem of, I need to know what I need to do to get better in my business. It was a problem of, how do I even manage this number of people in my company? It was a lot of problem in our head. And then the only thing that was resonating with us was plus, right? Before I even started as a name, we just knew that these problems were almost unending, even though they were well defined and they were glaring. But one thing we saw is people never stopped growing. People never stopped forging ahead. Businesses really never stopped forging ahead. And for like the past 3 years, we've always had this dream that one day we were going to solve these problems for people. And about 2 years ago with a name, BizEdge Plus. So it was always BizEdge Plus. Plus because we knew the list was endless. But we stuck with BizEdge because our goal would be to give businesses the edge, right? To help you manage your HR processes, your accounting processes, your document generation processes, and whatnot, right? So we were really keen on looking at this gap and seeing how we can fill this gap. And with me here, I feel very proud people. I think they should really be proud of themselves. I don't know if they're proud, but I say they should be proud of themselves that I've really been a part of this process for us. Um, I would like to take us back a bit to, you know, a bit of a backstory of, how this all came up. I've told you about the problem, but I'm going to tell you about, a few about because nothing is going to be interesting if we don't know about the ups and downs we encountered here and there, right? The name BizEdge is not just a product. The name BizEdge is a collection of people's efforts, passionate efforts, to want to solve a problem. We're not stopping. We are still on it, and we'll keep going. We started with the product itself, started with, iterations. We wanted to be sure, wanted to validate our problem and be sure that we're not just making guesses. And after a while, we realized that, okay, we're actually on the right path. Did a few research, asked lots of questions. You would see a few people wearing BizEdge shirts, and they are they've been a part of this process up to now. And so we asked ourselves, what can we do better? How do we want to help these businesses grow beyond these problems that we've identified? And we spoke to a few friends, a few partners, and we were able to validate that this problem was really existing, not just in the country, but everywhere. We started with a team of about 3 or 4 that was really keen on just wireframes. We just kept drawing wireframes just to be sure that we were on the right track. There were points where we thought that we had doubts. Definitely, there were points where we had doubts, even when data was clearing that definitely this is a valid problem and we needed to solve it. Were there points where we felt like, you know what, can we just, continue with the process as it has always been? Definitely. But going out every day and coming back, seeing these businesses and seeing the struggles really kept us going. And we moved past the wireframing stage. If you allow me to mention names, I'll mention people like Emmanuel at the early stages. It was a tough one. It was really a tough one. There are times when we'll just be on calls throughout, just asking ourselves, what can we do better? How can we understand this process better? And, we moved to adding the design team. And by design team, I mean the product design team. And, we entered the UI design process where we had to do proper testing before even building the app. Because what's important, first of all, is that you build your MVP in-house and test your MVP in-house and be sure that what you're building is actually for that market, right? And that was also a struggle. We had a perfectionist spirit somewhere that we were able to also overcome. Because you know that if you're building for an industry like this, the tech industry, or especially businesses that are growing every day, if you try to meet every problem that is out there and not be able to think sustainably and ask yourself, what is the best I can go out with? And is there any chance for me to grow from here? Then you probably won't launch anytime, right? So we beat that actually as well. Many members of the team are people that have keen eye for detail, right? But we had to train ourselves. It was tough. I can remember one time when I think this logo took about 30 iterations. I don't know, am I right? You want to know? It took about 30 iterations. Very rough. And that was just the logo. We were working on the product, about 30 iterations. We went back and forth. And we had an eureka moment where we just felt like, this resonates with the brand. And we decided to push on with it. And we went with that same spirit, that same energy, into building the product. We have our product manager here. His name is Darren. I'm sure you're going to see him. Darren, Darren probably doesn't like me too much then. I'm sure we're friends now, but at the initial stages, it was tough. We asked for a lot from the team, and the team was was made up of a group of people that were willing to give that lot that we were asking for. And big ups to our tech lead as well, Ibrahim. He was a strong backbone. We kept pushing just to really, really understand, what we were doing. And once we crossed the phase of building the design, we entered the full product. And we're here today, right? And one thing I can assure you is you are about to experience a tool that is not just we didn't just build this for building's sake. We built this because we saw something that has always been there, and we are building for that thing right now. And what I can assure you is you're about to experience a revolution in the business sector. I know people talk about disruption a lot. I probably won't use that word. So I know people talk about disruption a lot. I probably won't use that word, but one thing I can tell you is this is a tool that is set to revolutionize the business process, set to bring a different feel to business, set to make you actually enjoy your business, right? To gain better insights, better understanding of your business from the beginning to the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you again for being here. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Oluwaseun Farinre. Thank you very much. All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you. You're welcome live to the Marriott Hotel, Lagos, Nigeria. It's the venue where we are unveiling what is indeed greatness. And, Seun says one or two things, that I like to pick up on. He said something about businesses and how, and I also mentioned in my opening monologue that businesses have suffered in Nigeria because we lacked a tool like this. So I'll probably just walk through the rooms, just to have one or two conversations about things we see around. Good morning, my lady. Hi, how are you? She's waving at me. I don't know what she's saying. Good morning, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Very nice to meet you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Abe.
My name is Babajide Guerrero. So, Abe, I just want to ask you, when you walk into government hospitals and maybe you have a sick person you want to go attend to, and then there's a need for you to just be at the government. What's that thing you notice first?
Okay, so I think I've walked into government hospital like twice. What I noticed first was the congestion, the population, and the delay. Okay, so but hopefully they've been trying to automate things now. I think they've been able to imbibe some automation tools that is, putting a stop to those delay and all that. So, but those are just what I observed.
Abi, so I'm trying to get another. I just wanted to have a conversation, one or two. So, Abi, when you go, this is just for you to visit people. Now, do you notice the reason of that delay? Do you happen to see files? Stack of files. Do you notice that?
Oh, definitely. There are a stack of files and a whole lot. And the government things now. Anything that is for government, you discover that even in the hospital, you have to bribe your way through to get to access to see the doctors and all that. So that is just it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I had this conversation with Abe about files is because I have, thank you so much, my lady. Thank you, Abe. It's a thing when you attend government hospitals, when you attend hospitals generally. It's very rare for you to see an hospital that has every data plugged into their files, rather plugged into their systems. So it's quite difficult. I tell you, true story, this happened to me. So I had a friend. My gentleman, please hold on to the microphone. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I like your smile. I have this friend who was having issues with fibroid. It's been recurring. So we were transporting her from place to place, teaching hospitals to hospitals. And one thing that was very, very obvious is the fact that we always have places where when we go for appointments, this is how they do appointments in general hospitals. So the doctor will take your card. It will write your name against the name of, the hospital receptionist will write your name against the name of your doctor and then write it against the date of your next appointment. So, for example, say Babajide Guerrero is ill and he needs to be in the hospital. So I'm going to see Dr. Sheon and I'm seeing him in 2 weeks and I'm seeing him at 5 p.m. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that there is no documentation. So you go back there in that 2 weeks. Abby, what do you notice? You are waiting. That's the delay. Ladies and gentlemen, what this business does is, what do you do, sir? I'm sorry, just to go back to that business. What do you do, sir? Sorry. Oh, the mic was with him. Thank you. Your glasses, are they recommended? Oh, okay, yeah. Same as me. I mean, I think you're my elder brother. Since when have you been wearing glasses?
Since 2012.
2012? Is your glasses recommended, sir? Your glasses, are they recommended? Okay, they are not recommended. I'm just trying to be sure. So you've been wearing glasses since 2012, and it's just the Blu-ray light, not the issues. Okay, so have you seen on our optician?
Yeah.
How was the experience like?
It was when the last time I went to an optician was when I had to get a new frame, not this one definitely. So it was one of these government hospitals.
Guys, my point here is going towards what files have been able to do and why a lot of businesses have slowed down. So what happened to you every time you go there?
Definitely after when I get there to register, it was always in the paper form. So we always have this. We have to fill stuff and go back to our files are always there. You go back to your files. They have checking your name again to find out where your files are. It's a whole lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tyron. I'm speaking for him. I'm speaking for Abby. I'm speaking for everyone in here. And so what this particular tool does for us, for business owners, it's a paradigm shift. We are tilting the conversation, let's say from analog to digital. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe all is well with us and of course with our screens at this time. So please, fix your eyes on greatness because what we're about to do now is easily the most important part of this very, very significant event. We are what now? Maybe 50 or less than in this all. But the interesting thing is that from today henceforth, we will be getting conversations from different parts of the world about this particular conversation we're having here in this room today. Experiencing the future of work, the BizEdge. I believe we are all clear. Are we good to go? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please, may I have your attention at this time? Let's put our hands together as I welcome for the product presentation, Adiriola Adebanjo. Please put your hands together. Thank you.
So, good day, everyone. Thank you once again for coming. My name is Adiriola, and I am part of the product team that, builds this product. Today I'm very, very ecstatic. This is not the first time we're launching. We did beta some couple of weeks back, and for some reason I have like same feeling over and over again. So, which is lovely. So can we please get video rolling now?
Businesses are the backbone of any economy, and our goal is to support them on their journey. That is why we have built a solution you can personalize and work with. Say hello to BizEdge. BizEdge is a suite of operational tools that work together to make work better and help businesses grow. People management just got easier. Save time. Get better insights. Our People module has been developed to improve employee experience while supporting HR professionals. Free accounting for small businesses. Our accounting module has been designed to make bookkeeping and accounting tasks seamless so anyone can do it. Say goodbye to manual payroll. Payroll is no longer a painful and tedious task. Prepare and disperse employees' remuneration and benefits seamlessly. Create error-free business documents with a few clicks. Employment letters, business proposals, contracts, and much more. BizEdge assets and vehicle management modules let you keep track of all your assets and automate maintenance. With BizEdge, you automate repetitive tasks, save valuable time, reduce error, and eliminate cumbersome paperwork. We have designed one tool to rule your business operations, giving you better control over your business. Now you can be at peace and focus on the day-to-day running of your business while we support you. Discover the edge now. Visit www.bizedgeapp.com to get started for free. You can also download the app from the Google and Apple Play Store.
Thank you very much. We have all experienced technology evolvement, evolution over time, and mostly led by big companies, the likes of Google, Microsoft. But for some reason, a group of young guys, Nigerians, came together to try to revolutionize business processes and change the orientation as it used to be. So there's no doubt that optimizing business processes has been something that most companies have been doing on and on again. And so we thought about it that, okay, how can we make this different? How can we do something that no one has done before? And we thought about BizEdge. So for BizEdge, we thought, why give me value of products that is disjointed when my business needs to communicate? Why do you have to separate tools that I need to run my business solely? So we thought about it and said, okay, we need to deliver products that speak to each other, products that is connected, products that interact. We thought about the BizEdge people. So for HR professionals, we thought about a tool that will help you communicate with your employees seamlessly, request time off, accept or decline time off seamlessly, manage your employee's profile and all just by a few clicks. And we're like, okay, HR professionals might also manage assets. They might manage the fleets, and they assigned all these assets to their employees. How do they keep track of this? So currently at Storilo, we have like a spreadsheet to manage this process. I believe that is very, very tiring and cumbersome. So how do I know when an asset moves from one place to another? How do I know when someone drops off an asset and we have to hand over? So do I always have to go to this spreadsheet on and on to update this spreadsheet when just by a few clicks you can change that, and that process is automated and seamless? Then we thought about the accounting power of businesses, that how do we affect the accountants? How do we make life easier? For one, I'm somewhat a techie and I very much dislike accounting. I find it boring, but I love the accounting side because they help you manage the finance. And we're like, okay, so what do we do to help accountants? How do we automate the accounting section for accounting professionals? If you look back at what most accountants do, they work with spreadsheets. They love spreadsheets as of then. But then, why do you have to do this? You make transactions now online. There is always this interaction between yourself and the bank. And the bank keeps your record. You have your bank statements. Why can't we pull those records for you? Then you just do your reconciliation seamlessly. Now your records are in one tool. Your employees are in one tool. Your assets are in one tool. But that sounds like gold, but we're like, nah, that's still not enough. that doesn't cover for all the parts and arms of businesses. We're talking document generation. Everybody at some point have to like send out emails, have to generate documents, possibly offer letter, contracts, agreements, and somewhat others. Now, from what I understand, based on our interaction with users during the ideation process, users currently go online, try to get templates, try to tweak that template to fit their current need, as the case might be. But then, that is very error prone, to be honest. There are cases whereby the HR professional sends offer letter to an employee with the wrong name or wrong salary and stuff like that. But then document generation is error-free because that document is generated with a template that fits to the information you entered. So there is no chance for error. That's seamless and that's awesome, in my own opinion. And I believe that with users and the feedback we've gotten from beta testing, we have had quite a lot of traction and we have had interaction with the product. We thought about it from the business owner's angle. Like, why shouldn't you get more value for tools you pay for? The current ones out there give you tools and somewhat compensate you with certain integrations. I'm like, oh, you can buy this, buy that, buy this, but then you can integrate this software. But we're like, you need more value for your money. We need to empower you. We need to get, not just from the angle of productivity and saving time and saving money. We're like, no, you need more value for money. And we thought about BizEdge, getting you the tool that rules your business, getting you the tool that helps you manage your business processes seamlessly, getting you the tool that improves employees' productivity across your business arm. Now, if all that works perfectly and your business is totally automated, that translates to growth, and that's gold. For us, this doesn't just trickle down to the business, it trickles down to Nigeria, trickles down to the economy, trickles down to employees, ease of business process. For most techies and most developers, that's some real work because fatigue sets in, then you just have to request time off, and you're trying to get your work done and you're trying to get like an email online just to send requests for time off. But with BizEdge, the My Edge part of BizEdge, which is lovely, helps you request for time off easily. You view your employees, the company's employees seamlessly. Everything is right in your face. You view your time off balance, and then there is absolute transparency within the business. Now, there are a lot more, and I would love to keep talking, which is the ATS, which we call the BizEdge Recruits. Now, the BizEdge Recruits connects from the first arm for HR professionals that gives you the ability or gives you the presence you need to seem like to actually present yourself as a professional business to applicants or candidates vying for certain openings, job openings in your organization and all. So with that particular tool, you have all the information you need, from hiring process, getting the employee's documents, down to onboarding the employee, down to introducing the employee to the team, keeping the employee's record even after the employee leaves the organization seamlessly. Now, there's no repeat tasks. Everything is automated. Everything is sync. You don't have to do stuff over and over again. And that's what BizEdge has to offer. And I would say with full confidence that this is actually innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Vedecomics. Thank you so much, Derry. Wow. Explicit. Ladies and gentlemen, I watched tons and tons of TV while growing up. It informed what I choose to be in life today. One of the world's strongest tires, like car tires, is an Italian product called Pirelli. And the motto of their company, for example, the motto of BizEdge. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the motto of BizEdge, please? This is where everybody says, all right, thank you. So The motto of BizEdge will be what? Experience the future of work. Good. So Pirelli's one was power is nothing without control. Everything Darren said is showing off this particular lines, that power is nothing without control. Now, business owners, BizEdge gives them that edge to business owners and employees or employers. They have that meeting place. Leave, no leave, assets, no assets, accounting, even though he agrees that accounting is boring to him, but he likes money. That's very weird. Somebody doesn't like accounting, but he likes money. I don't think, sir, please don't pay Darren again. He doesn't like money. So, if you like accounting, you have to like money. It's that simple. Yeah, but my point, ladies and gentlemen, is that BizEdge is home to everything business. And that's why it's the future. We understand that there's a way we do things in Nigeria, and it's fine. The present is fine. But this is the present and also the future. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, tech eggheads in Nigeria, some of the finest in this room, we've come to the most important part of this event where we will get to ask questions and know things about this particular tool. A suite of tools for growing businesses and teams across board. So I will be inviting some names to this very lovely chairs. Let me have a feel of it. All of them before I invite anybody there. Good. All right, I feel so important right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to join me, although I'll be standing very shortly, on this seat to take your questions. And this duration will be the most important part of this event, ladies and gentlemen, because it's absolutely important that we know what it is we're getting into. We want you to leave this room fulfilled, 150% satisfied at the level of experience of the BizEdge. So, if Joe Odunayo would have me, please step up at this point. We'd like you to please be on this seat at this time. Joe Odunayo, please put your hands together. Thank you very much. That's our MD. Thank you so very much. Please, let's keep clapping, please. Let's keep clapping. Thank you. My balance is very important. Please, thank you. Let's keep clapping. Thank you so very much, Joe Odunayo. That's our MD. Oluwaseun Farinre is next to step up. Oluwaseun, please come up. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be on this particular floor for the better part of this session because the mics will be with them, and I'll have a microphone to myself to direct to everyone or anyone that wants to ask questions. Speaking of questions, you cannot question the technical input of Bemisola Ashaolu on this very beautiful morning. Please step forward. Thank you very much. Bemisola Ashaolu, thank you so very much. Of course, we heard him earlier, the man who doesn't like accounting but loves money. Aderiola Adebanjo, please. It's time for you to walk that aisle and get up the stage. Thank you very much. It's all about questions. It's all about conversations at this point. Aderiola Adebanjo makes his way there. And then finally, to complete this quintet of intelligent eggheads that have formed what will be the future of work in Nigeria, in West Africa, and everywhere else that is absolutely, absolutely important to businesses. Temitope Adelanwa, good morning. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Temitope Adelanwa. So one more time, the reason why we're gathered here, the reason why we have left our businesses, the reason why we've journeyed from far and wide, the reason why some of us have faced traffic, Lagos traffic is not your mate, literally. The reason why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, one more time on our screens, the BizEdge.
Businesses are the backbone of any economy, and our goal is to support them on their journey. That is why we have built a solution you can personalize and work with. Say hello to BizEdge. BizEdge is a suite of operational tools that work together to make work better and help businesses grow. People management just got easier. Save time. Get better insights. Our People module has been developed to improve employee experience while supporting HR professionals. Free accounting for small businesses. Our accounting module has been designed to make bookkeeping and accounting tasks seamless so anyone can do it. Say goodbye to manual payroll. Payroll is no longer a painful and tedious task. Prepare and disperse employees' remuneration and benefits seamlessly. Create error-free business documents with a few clicks. Employment letters, business proposals, contracts, and much more. BizEdge assets and vehicle management modules let you keep track of all your assets and automate maintenance. With BizEdge, you automate repetitive tasks, save valuable time, reduce error, and eliminate cumbersome paperwork. We have designed one tool to rule your business operations, giving you better control over your business. Now you can be at peace and focus on the day-to-day running of your business. While we support you, discover the edge now. Visit www.bizedgeapp.com to get started for free. You can also download the app from the Google and Apple Play Store.
Prepare, make, create, generate, save time, save money, concentrate on making your business work better for you. Welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen. And there's 5 gentlemen and ladies on the panel. We'll be taking our questions. So please, by show of hands, this is the most significant part of this event. Thank you very much. I've got 1. I need questions. I've got 1. Each person, I got 2. I got 3. All right. I got 4. I got 5. Nice. I hope you guys are ready. Okay. More, ladies and gentlemen, more. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abby wants to ask 6. My hospital brother. Yes, 6. Yes, 6 for now, ladies and gentlemen. So, sir, please, when I give you the microphone, just introduce yourself and then go to your questions. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Femi Egbeshola. I am the National President, Association of Small Business Owners of Nigeria, known as ASBON. I am pleased to be here, and it is my pleasure to be part of this launch. I am so impressed that the young ones are actually taking up the future, because this is the future. Please permit me to remove my nose mask. Because the future really belongs to you. And I'm so pleased to witness this today. Going further, I have about 3-4 questions in one. And I hope I will not bore you with my questions. Well, I appreciate the fact that you said that through your adverts that it's going to be free for now. We would like to know what will be the cost after now. Also, we have been privileged in our association to deal with quite a number of companies having accounting softwares. When they start and introduce them to us like this, it's always as wonderful as this. But over time, we begin to have different forms of charges, tariffs, and unexpected increments in costs. So another question is, your cost that you'll be attaching to it now, will it be for a period of 2 years, 5 years, or it can be arbitrarily increased at any point in time? We also discovered that some of these upcoming software operators may not have enough backup for our data, such that after time, we lose some of our data that is being stored. Also, too, the system that we use may crash. Our computer may crash, the phones may crash, whatever. What backup do you have back end so that we can always recover our data? We also know that we are living in a time of big fraud everywhere. The system is fraught with a lot of Yahoo fraud. What do we have that will assure us the confidentiality of our data? That our data will not be used against us. At the same time, that our data will not be shared with other organizations for whatever purpose without getting our consent. Going further, we will always need to learn and relearn. Do you have certain packages to train us, and in extension with training workers, subordinates on how to use the software? We may not be having the time to be coming to a 4-wall like this for trainings. Do you have certain packages that can train us, maybe online or whatever, so that we can also use it to train others? Then, when it comes to issues coming up, challenges coming up along the line, Do you have customer service desk that we can always reach to ask questions, to make inquiries, to solve our challenges or problems? Because this will also help us to make best use of the software. The world is evolving. New things are coming up every day. Do you have provision for us to update that software such that new things that are in the business scene can always be updated and we get used to it? Or it is that it is what we have now and we will continue to have for as long as we want it? Finally, we have a lot of business membership organization. Mine is just one. I'm not sure I'm seeing faces I know here that comes from organizations like us, business membership organization. Is it an omission or it is you are from Sweden. You are a cover body. You are not an association. You are not a BMO. Yeah. So we need to also get on your board members, business membership organizations that will actually be the primary users of this your software. So if they are not invited here, I think you need to find a way to get across to them. I don't mind giving you some of the contacts if you want me to do that. We have quite a number of softwares. What is your own unique selling point? What makes your own really different from the myriads we have in the market? Why will I want to use your software over Sage or the rest that we have? Thank you for your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Thank you very much. So, guys, how do we want to do this? Do you want to take all the questions or want to attack one after another? What do you think? Do we take one, knock it off, move on to the next one? Okay, all right, sir.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Quite a few questions on there. And amongst the theme, we are specialists in different areas. So I'm going to pass the mic across to a few of us who would answer some of the questions. I think the first one was around the costing of the app. And I think the person best placed for that would be Tope. So I'll hand over the mic to her.
Thank you very much again, sir. So on costing, you mentioned we saying the app is free for now. So as my colleague Adeniola mentioned, we have a suite of solutions. So from accounting to payroll and HR. What we have done for now is to make some of the modules available for free, and that is like free forever. So we categorize our payment plan or pricing to free and premium. So modules like payroll and human resource are paid, but other modules are free. We also have an extension of the HR module for employees called BizEdge. We haven't spoken about it on purpose because we knew that it was going to come up in questions. So that is also linked to payroll and human resources. That is premium. But we made it very cost-effective, affordable for small business because we understand the challenges they're going through by making it hinge on employees. So basically, you pay more as you grow. If you have an employee, you pay a particular amount. If you have two, if you have three, as you continue to go. But other modules are free and free forever. So we're not putting any hidden charges. We're not putting anything. The only modules are the ones attached to people management and payroll. Did I answer that, sir? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Tope. I think the next question was around backups of the system. So I think I might be best placed to answer that one. Torilo was set up, or established in 2012 outside Nigeria initially by Nigerians in the United Kingdom. And our background, we started business as a data company. That's our core background, databases. And when we started, to date, we've served international clients across the world. Sony, Telegraph Media Group, Capital Financials, and they've entrusted us with their data in terms of being secured. And so I'm answering two questions together here, the security and the backup. They've entrusted us with their data over the years, about 10 years now. So our reputation actually does speak for us in terms of where we've been coming from to where we are right now. In terms of BizEdge itself as a product, what we do have in terms of backup and recovery, we keep backup of the data for at least a minimum of 365 days. That's a full year, giving us a recovery point in terms of data. In terms of availability, we can recover to the second in the event of any breach. We have the highest level of security in terms of trying to put ourselves in the position to ensure that we're not hacked. Yes, there's a lot of security issues in the world and everything. Any company can be hacked. You have international companies, multinationals getting hacked. But what we do is we have a lot of processes and procedures in place. We've gone through a lot of sessions to try and ensure that we have a very, very robust system. In the event that it doesn't happen, we also have a very, very solid recovery process to ensure that the system is up and running. So would we say we are 100% secure? Absolutely. Would we say we are ready for any unknown in terms of being hacked? Absolutely. But there's always that chance. You have, again, international, like I said, companies that do get hacked, irrespective of the technical know-hows that they have on there. We have the best team within the country here. We have engineers who we've gone through and tested our processes over and over again to ensure that they're robust enough. So we can be rest assured in terms of what we've implemented, and also you can rely on our reputation in terms of what we've been doing over the last 10 years in that regard. So I'm not sure that answers your question, sir. It does. All right, thank you very much. I just want to take a peek again because there was a lot of questions on there. So yes, I think the next one was around app training and support. The supports that would I think Amy might be able to give us more answer on that one in terms of training and support.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you once again for being here. Okay, so on customer support, so we've put together an efficient team of customer success that they're quite devoted to answering all of the questions online. So if you happen to be using the app and you run into an issue or you run into any problem, all you need to do is there's a chat box on our website that you can reach out to us directly, and immediately someone picks it up, and then you get immediate prompt answers to all of your questions. So does that answer the question about this customer support? Okay, and then on training, we have how-to videos that we give to our customers. There are videos that basically show you how you can use the app all by yourself. So these videos are quite explanatory, and they would help you understand everything about the app. And of course, if you then run into some places where you obviously cannot solve the problem by yourself, then you can then reach out to our customer success, and they would be prompt with their responses. So that helps there. Then, okay, I think you mentioned about would you have to come in here to like a gathering for training and all. So I think this is 2021, sir. So we are for the future of work, efficient work. So we will try to limit that as much as possible. So we won't even be having that. We shouldn't be having that, except it's quite specific, like you demand for it specifically. That's why we have the how-to videos. Does that answer your question, sir? All right, sir.
All right, you asked about the new features and updates that would be pushing. I think you were curious to know if this is the end of it. Is that correct? But before I go ahead to answer that question, I would like to add a bit more on the experience part of the app, right? So the app has been created for you, for everybody, really. So we didn't create it for tech people. Neither did we create it for people that are. So as a business owner, you could run your accounting process easily. You don't even have to have all the qualifications that you need to do that, right? So you just need insights. And then if, as an accountant, you then want further insights, you can go ahead and do that. So the app has really been created for you to use seamlessly. And if by any chance you then run into any problem, the out videos are there for you. Right, for the features, they already hinted on a few. The ATS, that's also our recruits. That's something we're definitely looking into. For us as a business, we believe that is top on the list. That will be the next step, really, on how to help you grow as a business. So, because to beat the conventional posting of jobs on traditional platforms, and basically you can also then track the progress. So if you vetted someone, or this person is in consideration, this person has been rejected, or this person can move to the next phase, right? And the applicants can also see that and are able to, they are aware, basically. Another thing that we are looking forward to doing is tax filing. We also understand that for businesses, right? So I'll give you an experience. I went to the island of Recent to just have a good time with some of my friends. Enter the restaurant. I would tell you the name of the restaurant, right? And it was sealed. And I was curious to know why it was sealed. And then I read the description. Basically, it was just because they weren't paying their VAT, right? So we've had cases, or you would have heard of cases, being someone who is very much experienced in the field of business, you would have heard of cases where companies are being sanctioned for not paying their payee and whatnot, right? So for us, we've also discovered during one of our early days of research that it's not because some of these businesses actually want to evade them, it's because some of the processes are quite cumbersome, right? So one thing we're looking forward to doing in the very nearest future is to be able to plug in the tax filing end of things, right? So you do not have to leave your seat or go through some very tedious process to be able to pay your employees' payroll, right? So with just the click of a button, you should be able to do that on there. I would hint on many more. I hope that was helpful there. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
I think you had another question around association and business members. I think Toko is best suited for that one.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for the question. And of course, we want to associate with as many business membership associations as you mentioned. That's why we're happy that you came, and Smithan is also here, although I heard what you told Smithan, but I want to believe in a way everybody works together, and we'll appreciate networking with you and the exposure we can get to more business membership associations like that. Definitely, they're not here. It's because we are still trying to build a relationship, and we're looking forward to more of that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I think on that one was on unique selling points. I think that'll probably be myself and Darren, correct, in that regard. So I'll just chip in a bit on there. As the product's name says, BizEdge, we were very intentional about the name of the product because our simple goal was to give businesses the edge. And whilst we were thinking about that, we thought of businesses as not just enterprise businesses, or medium-sized businesses, and small businesses. And you have a lot of enterprise businesses who have tools and applications or softwares they've been using for donkeys that satisfies the needs of their, say, day-to-day business operations and all. But you have quite a lot of medium-sized companies or businesses and small-sized companies who yearn and desire for such tools to make their businesses operations simpler and processes faster and more efficient. But one of the things that's happened is most of these tools are separate individual tools. You might end up having to need 7, 8, or 9, 10 tools in regards to then trying to run your businesses. So instead of the businesses being able to focus their time in growing their businesses, which should be their primary thing. So not every business owner is an accountant or an HR professional, but they are the best in selling what they do or growing their business. So what we've done with our app, our unique selling point here is we've brought so many different aspects of business operations together into one for one price. You're not thinking about affordability issues of having to buy 7, 8, 9, 10 different apps. You're not going through the headache of trying to train yourself and your employees on 7, 8, 10 different apps. You have all these integrated into one. Also, one of the main problems with having separate apps is these apps do not speak to themselves. You have data fragmented in different apps. And then at the end of the day, you don't have one place for solid business insight. So what does BizEdge do? BizEdge ensures that all your data are speaking to themselves, right from accounting to human resources, to asset tracking, to vehicle management, to payroll, to recruit, to business document generation, and there's still quite a lot of modules that we're bringing in within the next few months, and we're still keeping some of them under wraps. So one of our core selling point, our unique selling point, is the fact that you have it literally, like we've been saying, an all-in-one tool. And not just an all-in-one tool for enterprises, organizations, but an all-in-one tool for all businesses, irrespective of your size, all growing businesses. Now we make all the necessary tools to grow your business available for you at your fingertips. Not just as a software you can access on the web, but on a desktop device, but also on a tool that you can access on the go at any point in time, whether you're a business person and in this age and time since the pandemic where we're working much more remotely, so you then need collaboration with teams and colleagues as well. So it makes the working processes much more easier, seamless, and more efficient, while you also focus on growing a business. So I think that's that on the unique selling point.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll try to pick things up because there's an evening session of this where we all unwind, we change into something very casual, and then we come, have fun, dine, wine, play games, enjoy, relax, eat great meal, great network. It's a Friday evening. So there's a TGIF version of this event, right? It happens later in the day at 6 or 7. Ladies and gentlemen, so we'll try to speed it up at this time. Number 2, right? And then that's number 3. I think number 4 is him, and then Abe is 5. So just in case there's a need for updates, sorry, you're 5. Abe is 6. Thank you. All right, number 2.
All right, thank you. My name is Justice. Okay, I'm from News Online Nigeria. Going to my question, I think all explanations so far, I think they are on track. So my question goes this way. I'm interested in the downtime. Given the number of businesses that rely on BizEdge to run their daily activities, what is the expected daily server downtime? And then what efforts or measures are you putting in place to control this, at least to bring it to the minimal effect? Thank you.
Very good question. Server downtime. Want to answer that? Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think I might be best suited for that one. So the question goes around performance based on the expected numbers of businesses that we would have on BizEdge. Again, I think I'll put it closely to, so in terms of our infrastructure, what we've done over time is to ensure that we have a very, very, very robust system. And to ensure that we've gone through various performance testing, regression testing, in terms of user acceptance testing. So we've done various testings to ensure that we can, the app can handle growth in terms of the numbers of businesses. We've attempted as well to simulate this growth. So if we have, say, 50 or 100 businesses at the moment, and we forecast that we would have, say, 10,000 businesses, we've been able to simulate that process of how the businesses would be using the app and ensure that the system is stable enough to handle the growth in businesses in that regard. Again, like I said, we've been around for a while, and we've been doing, if not BizEdge itself, well, we've been delivering data-related services for companies. And one of the things we're renowned for is our availability and our performance in terms of always ensuring that our systems are up and running. So I'm not sure if that answers your question. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. The next voice we will hear will be Bolu's. Bolu have a question for us, and Bolu is number 3 on my question list.
All right. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, my name is Bolu Abiodun from TechPoint Africa. So my question is, I think Doctor already asked, a bunch of my questions. So I just want to ask, do you have plans for freelancers, people who mostly work alone? Because I've heard a lot about people, businesses and people with teams. So do you have any plans for, or does it already exist, or do you plan to include, things that help freelancers work better? And not just, the freelancers who do, the core techies, but just writers or, other things besides besides devs and things like that. And also, I've been searching for the app on the Play Store. Is it available for download now, or when is it coming out?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. First, the availability of BizEdgeapp on mobile. So that's still work in progress. We're looking to push that before the year rolls out for the mobile version. My colleague said before, my Edge app, which is different app, is already available on Play Store. So to the first question you asked about freelancers. So while we're ideating towards building the project, we thought from bottom to top, from just the freelancer to large corporations here. And one of the major things that I feel that we gathered actually in data that affects freelancers are separating their personal finance from their business finance. And that's that's actually the major thing that influenced our decision to give the accounting module for free. We do not expect freelancers who are bootstrapping to start paying for management tools. Yeah. But further to that, we're also working on more like a tax management side of things. We have that in the HR, but not outside that. So we'll be looking to build a tax management tool that helps freelancers manage their time, separate their tax, and stuff like that. So very, very much we have the freelancers in mind as much as larger organizations also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Derry. Ladies and gentlemen, because we care for you and because you care for us by extension of having your very good presence here, one of our ways of showing that we really care about you is to make sure that your time is well appreciated and at the same time your culinary needs are well attended to. So I'm excited to inform, because I like food, just like some people like money, that we will be sharing our restaurant tag, which will be shared by our ushers, our very delectable ushers. This will grant us access to the restaurant, and this will be happening right after this session and after the distribution of the goodie bags. Everyone will get a tag to access the restaurant to get lunch and get ready for the evening session. The next voice we hear will be that of Dapo. Dapo will say some few words and then we'll continue with the conversations. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Lovely product, by the way. My name is Aida Kwadiswaya from Business Post Nigeria. My question is, I don't know, there's still a gray area in your data privacy, so I'd want a better clarification on data privacy. How compliant are you with the NDPR, that's the Nigeria Data Regulation, Protection Regulation? And also, one of the beautiful part of businesses is growth. So I would like to know your growth plans, your short-term goal plan or your long-term growth plan, probably expansion or things like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dapo. Over to the team.
All right. Thank you very much. The first question, I didn't get that properly. That was in regards to data privacy. Data privacy. Okay.
How compliant are you to data privacy at BizEdge?
Okay. All right. Sure. As a company, we are regulated and in terms of data to ensure that we are compliant. Again, not just we are actually a company registered in the United Kingdom and also here in Nigeria. So, and over time, again, like I say, we always ensure in terms of, so we have a compliance officer whose primary role is to ensure that we're compliant in terms of our data privacy and all, and also security as well, data security as well. One of the things that we do is we ensure that we are always up to date in terms of changes across any new regards around compliance. So one thing I would say is that we take that very, very close to our heart in terms of ensuring that the data of our clients are well secured and data privacy as well. In terms of the second question, which relates to growth, it ties in slightly with this as well, and I'll come back to that. In terms of our growth, we're launching BizEdge right now in Nigeria, with the intentions to move to West Africa within the next few months. So we're moving not just to West Africa, but immediately within the next few months, we're targeting West Africa, and then we're looking at also other areas within Africa. We are not then stopping there. The next aim would be to look at English-speaking countries around the world, Europe and the Americas. The idea is not just the fact that we built a product in Nigeria, but we want to build a product. We build a product and we want to take it out to the world and say this is a product built by Nigerians, not just for Nigerians, but built by Nigerians for the world. And we passionate about the growth of businesses. And so in that regard, our growth and our plans for growth is kind of to be there. So we have those plans. We're working for it in that regard. And the only way we can achieve that is by the time we respect data privacy and compliance around that, not just locally in Nigeria, but in every country and around the world. So to ensure that we have all that in place. Thank you. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a time where there's bad PR for Nigeria as a country, it's there. We all know the truth. This is a breath of fresh air. Imagine some CEO in Gabon or somewhere in Gambia is using BizEdge, and that's Nigeria to the world, and then it dovetails to London, England, or the Wall Street. And that right there is good news. That right there is putting Nigeria on the map for good things. And I think that right there is where BizEdge is going to, right? Everyone, can you say yes? Yes, good. So a round of applause for BizEdge again. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, the next person to have his own question thrown into there and with the team hoping to shed more light with is Ibrahim. Ibrahim, the floor is yours.
I guess I'm very, very proud to be here today. I've been one of those guys who've seen you walk through this product, through the building stage, and now it's completed. Mr. Oduayo, like you rightly said, you are building BizEdge to the world. But one thing I've noticed today is there's been little discussion about funding. And we know Nigeria now, a lot of startups are getting funding to build their businesses. I know you're a big man, but I know when you get funding, it's easier for you to expand and make more businesses enjoy the products that you're offering. So I'm asking, do you have any plans to source for funding from other external parties, or you are building it alone?
Hi. Okay. So I'll touch on it, and then my colleague would expatiate. So since the inception of BizEdge, we've been bootstrapping. So for now, we're good. But the plan and the aim for BizEdge, like Mr. Jordan, you rightly said, is to expand to West Africa. And then when that time comes, when we start that process, we'll look into funding. But for now, we're bootstrapping.
So while introducing Torilo, I did mention that we've not only built, BizEdge is not our first baby product. We've had other babies that have matured over time. One of them is the IQ application I mentioned, and it's a school management system. Also, the other is Torilo Academy, which I mentioned during the introduction. Torilo, as a company, as she mentioned, has been self-sustaining. We're at that level where we can definitely meet our operational costs. But this doesn't eliminate the fact that we're not open to funding, like she also rightly said, because definitely we do recognize the impact a reasonable level of funding would have or help us reach better markets or wider markets, right? So definitely we would be looking forward to that in the very near future due to our projections or in alignment to our projections. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm sure we have our tags ready for launch. And finally, on our question segment, where we bring everything down to a significant close, we've heard from Doctor, we've heard from Bolu, we've heard from Dabo, we've heard from Ibrahim, we've heard from Justice, and it's time to hear from Abe. The last, oh yes, sorry ma'am, yeah, so let me just, ladies first, yeah, you don't mind, nice, that's a gentleman right there. My lady, the floor is yours, what's your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, all right.
Okay. I'm representing SMEDEN, that's Small Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria. So I actually want to know if the app is kind of streamlined to make provisions for, you know, the startup, those businessmen that are just starting, like according to the new micro policies that is out now, we have people that are just starting and they're just like, they have few employees, maybe 2, 3, and their turnover could be within maybe like 1 million or 2, things like that. So compared to these mega companies, do you have a kind of package for them, you know, to encourage them, or is it that you're just looking out on the medium or the big entrepreneurs in the country? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Give me also under that.
Thank you very much for your question, Elizabeth. So I like the way you categorize small businesses for micro and all that. So definitely that sector you mentioned, where our heart is looking at making them grow. That is why we have made most of our modules of the app, of the suits free. Like I mentioned earlier, accounting is free for them to use. Document generation is free for them to use. The only modules that we're taking any charge from them, and that is forever, is the HR and payroll module. And it starts from even if you have an employee, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically pay as you grow. So the more you go, the more you pay. So we're flexible enough to have those packages for them. So we're not just billing you when you have just an employee of 5. So as you grow, basically the amount of money you pay. But if you don't have employees, you can still use the app. If you're a freelancer, as my colleague said, you can use the app for the other models of the app that are free. And I'll mention again that they are free forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Abi?
Okay, thank you very much. Elizabeth from Smedan has just asked part of my questions, and Dr. Femi also almost asked the question of everybody. Okay, so, but looking at it, we have 4.5 million MSMEs, okay, and the bulk of them are micros, okay, 41.4 million micro SMEs. Okay, so looking at the software, the solution, okay, we look at it that these micro guys, most of them are not techie. Most of them are not techie. So do you have a plan for those that are not techie? Probably like a short code where people can easily generate stuff and all those things like that. It's just an idea and all that. So next is, I've been on the website, BizEdge website, and I didn't get to see the pricing plan because most of all these SaaS platform that I get to see pricing plan, get to see the freemium and all that. So I don't want something I will just subscribe to and then shock me. I don't see a debit of thank you understand? So I don't want it to come as a surprise to these MSMEs, like they don't know what they are paying for. Because I know you say it's a freemium or something like that. So if there is a price behind it, I think let them know the price and all of that so that they can know what they are paying for. If they are putting in their cards for an auto debit and all that, so they will be aware of all of that. And yes, and you mentioned tax. Tax is very, very important. So many SMEs. Okay, so my name is Abi from SME Digest, SME business platform. So many SMEs are actually finding it very, very difficult in these tax issues. And if you look at it, these tax guys are now out there to show these guys. Okay, so they are prepared to make money. So if you can inculcate that as soon as possible, it will be very, very good for SMEs, because I know these are the questions they are asking us as a platform, as SME Digest, okay? So I'm very much proud of the platform, and kudos to you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think that would be a question spread across a few of us. So I'll just chip on the website one first, briefly on that one. So we were in beta for the past, I think, 2 or 3 weeks or so. And we're basically launching out to the public today. So the website you've seen is the Beta Tech website where we're giving early access to people to come and kind of give us their feedback in terms of their experience or use of the app. So we have a brand new, shining, all dancing and lovely website due to launch under 24 hours, which has our pricing on there. We're extremely transparent. It's not called for a demo or anything. Our pricing is there. If you have one employee, for example, you type in one employee, it calculates it, and you get a figure. If you had 100 employees, transparency, no hidden charges, nothing, no extra charges anyway. So our new website is going to be launched. So the idea was for us to have this press event today, have our launch today, and then we go live with our brand new website instead of the beta one that we've had on there. Talk I want to expatiate in terms of the pricing, because I think there are 2 questions that might want to know the exact pricing. So talk I want to expatiate on that. And then I think Darren will go on to the tax part, our plans for that.
Okay, so on the pricing, as I said earlier, we have, I think, 7 modules, and the only every module is free except for payroll, HR, and well, my edge that is linked to HR that we didn't really disclose today, and that is the HR site for employees. So the price, we have a base price of 1,000 naira. If you have an employee to use the whole of the app, 1,000 naira. If you are using the premium modules I mentioned earlier, and then as you grow, we have a 500 naira additional charge for each employee. So someone using 2 employees is 1,500. Someone using that has 3 employees is 3,000. And basically, you pay as you grow. That type of liability to make it flexible.
Okay. Regarding tax filing, actually, it's something we've been looking to develop. But as you know, we had priorities to churn out quite a few products while bootstrapping, and so subsequently, however, we'll be looking to pull out 2 modules, which is the tax filing and the recruit parts for HRs. Definitely, tax filing is coming very soon. Hopefully this year or first Q1 2022. Is there any other question? Did I miss a question? Oh, okay. For your first question, which regarding micro users who are not tech savvy, yeah. So what we have built actually is quite product-led. Product-led in the sense that we built something that is very intuitive. We want the product to market itself in that regard. So for my colleague said stuff about in-app videos to help you. We have quite a lot of walkthroughs. Really, we do not want you to get stuck as much as possible to ease our customer success, the pressure on our customer success personnel. We do not have customer support because we don't want you to call in. Rather, we want to anticipate the issues that arise from non-techie individuals and solve that before it even happens. Yeah. So we have in-house in-app walkthrough videos. We have onboarding videos and stuff like that you can always check back to once you get stuck. But from the angle of designing the products, we designed that
with non-techie individuals in mind, from design to the UX copy, to try to give you a sense of direction so you don't get stuck, because most of us are techie, but we did quite a few iterations to make sure we get to that point where non-techie individuals can navigate across the product without much hiccups in that case. But subsequently, however, whilst more users start using the product, we have general experience of the product. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much. It's very important that when there's a product in the market, a new product, an existing or maybe just newly created, there's always a need to make sure it's at least optimally functional. And that's why we're here. And that's why we carefully selected some of the finest tech minds in the country to come sit with us on a day like this. And we thank you. We are in dire gratitude. They are in dire gratitude. BizEdge is, and as well as personally. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you and for them, a round of applause for all of us. Come on, guys, let's go. Well done. Very well done. All right, so it's on that note that we've come to this conversation, the end of this conversation. So thank you so very much, sir. Joe Odunayo, Oluwaseun Farinre, thank you. Bemisola Ashaolu, thank you very much. Ademola Adebanjo, Timitope, Adelawa, thank you so very much. Guys, please, let's step down. Thank you very much. It's been a very hot seat that you have well delivered on. A round of applause for them as they step forward. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can I get a knuckle? Thank you. Can I get a knuckle, ma'am? Thank you. Thank you. I'm coming to collect all your money. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I believe we all have this tag. Everyone in this room, please. If you have this tag, can I just see, just raise a little bit? Thank you very much. Yeah. And so this is our access to our mails. Oh, you don't have Bolu? Bolu doesn't have his own tag. I think Bolu went to ease himself at that time, you see. It's good that, I like you. Else I'll probably just have taken your own tag. You have another tag there, thank you. So, Doctor, thank you so very much. Lady Elizabeth, thank you very much. Abby, thank you very much. Justice, thank you so very much. Ibrahim, thank you very much. Bolu, we thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, before we round off today, earlier at the beginning of this event, I said two things that will never be enough. Can we get a bit of silence at the back of the hall? Thank you very much. Can we bring it down just a little bit? Thank you. At the beginning of this event, ladies and gentlemen, I did mention that two things we should never run out of: saying I'm sorry and saying thank you. And we want to thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out today. You had your choice. You could have been anywhere else. Doctor, you could have been at one of the meetings for the National Association. You can be at the one of them at Smedan. My lady could be at one meeting at the office. You could have a meeting. You could have a meeting. I could have a meeting. But we chose to be here. It's a choice to tell the rhetorics of greatness how to use our work better and how to do businesses better in the future. And so we say thank you very much to greatness and at the same time to BizEdge. One of the ways of us saying thank you to you guys is by handing you what we call our own goodie bag. So as we step out now, out of this hall, as we go to the restaurant to take our meals, our ushers will be handing you a gift bag just to say thank you from all of us at BizEdge. And please, we beckon on you as well to do your best. Talk about BizEdge. Do your best. Ask people to come enjoy this greatness that you are also enjoying. It's been a remarkable session. We will reconvene later in the evening. If you are available, please, by all means, do well to be here. By 6, 7 p.m., there's going to be a red carpet. There will be games. It's all fun. There'll be so much fun to have later in the evening. There's an evening session. And so I say thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my name is Babajide Guerrero. I'm a multiple award-winning international master of ceremonies, the Gilt Edge Superstar MC. And I say to you, the future of work is here. Experience the future of work. It's the BizEdge. So let's do something for social media. Just wait. Okay, please, hand me my phone, please. Just a little bit. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to make a video, and then I'm going to say BizEdge, and then you just tell me, experience the future of work. I'm begging you, please don't fall my hand. You got this on tape? IG Live, Instagram Live, YouTube, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let me just do this just a little bit. Thank you. Guys, don't fold my hand, please. Thank you. Doctor, you got me. Don't fold my hand. All right, let me come to this angle. All right, so guys, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Babajide Guerrero. I'm the future superstar MC. I'm here live in Lagos, Nigeria, venue as we launch BizEdge. I'm here with beautiful people. And when I say BizEdge, they're going to read the inscription of BizEdge. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, ready, go. BizEdge. Experience the future of work, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much, Nigeria. Thank you so very much, world. I will see you in the evening. Have for yourself a remarkably gorgeous day. Bye for now.
That way, don't make me move that way. Me, I know one sleep for highway. For you cross gas, look at your sideways. Me, I know come look us for child's play. So I say, don't define me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we like some pictures at the black carpet. We have a black carpet outside. It won't be a bad idea to get pictures.
My name is Emmanuel Ojemelan from SME Digest, and I want to tell you that BizEdge is a fantastic idea, concept. This is actually what a lot of Nigerian MSMEs need, really, from invoicing, staff records, vehicle management, and all of that. So it's a very good development, and it's a nice one.
According to them, it's the future of work, and it's a platform that would make work easy.
You know, having something to take care of your accounting, having something to take care of emails, you know, kind of like a virtual assistant.
So you don't need to have different apps on your phone to manage your business anymore. You just need BizEdge, one, and you have every other thing managed well for you. So thank you very much. BizEdge!